for a berth in the AFC Championship game. Off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Good. 180.
Mike, 58, right there. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Watch out, watch out.
Run.
Check. He's coming. We got double.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Hurry.
Switch.
Up.
From the 31, Mayfield. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Leonard Williams coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now it's Crowder. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Covered a lot of ground there. 81 yards on the punt return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Real. Alert 3. Kill.
Hurry. Watch out.
From the gun, Mayfield. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
After the interception, here's Darnold. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone, as his guys are in for 6. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after now from Catanzaro. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Able to slither by. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need...
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Yannick Ngakoue. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Up, left. I got it.
Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Taking a deep shot here. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Hey, we got number 53. Mike 53. Watch the slant.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
53. Check 53.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. That 2nd down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Lady. 80 weapons.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Mike, 46. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold eluding the pressure right. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Catanzaro's kick is good, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
And you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hurry!
Now Chubb. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield is going to let this one go deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Completes it to Hardman. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
King!
26-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield this time gets it off to Chubb. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
That's good for a Browns.
Hey, switch gears.
Point it right.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Henry Anderson there on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. It'll be a gain of 9, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything in the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go.
Darnold from the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Leonard Williams. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Alert, 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 alert.
Time to.
Hurry, hurry. My touch.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield steps away to his left. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, alert 33.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. First down, Mayfield. Being chased out left. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20, and he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Working out of the gun. Mayfield, flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Forced out to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, 75 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Mike. 180. Hurry.
Hey, QB's trash. Let's go.
Here's Mayfield. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Mayfield looks to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Try to get it to Landry there. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
Again, it's Bell. And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. So now on comes the Browns offense as they'll try for 2 more. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
From the 22, Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
To throw, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Point it right.
Just like that. Kill.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hurry. Hey, alert, look.
Now Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing. Mayfield. Stepping up. He's going to keep it.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
0.
Steps away to his left. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. A first down throw for Mayfield. Being chased out left. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Watch the safety. Kings. Regular.
Check 3.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Showing some grits and some guts going for it there. 4th and goal, pounding it in.
And being rewarded for that confidence in the team, huh? The coach saying, let's go ahead and get this. And how about the guys up front firing out, finding a little bit of a crack for them to get through? Touchdown. I love it.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
They'll go again with Bell. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Take 3. 218, chop. Red 80. Red 80.
Darnold on third down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
Regular. Hurry.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 76 yards. As his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Mayfield now, and that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Check three.
Red 80. Rush in. Young lady. Red 80.
Now Darnold. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Right there. Hey, let's get this. Wide. Check. Lucky.
They'll run with Chubb. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Bell. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship, and do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.